Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, normally more than 2 people say good afternoon back, but thank you to the 2 of you. Let's try it again. Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, that's the energy I like. That is, I'm here to see someone I care about graduate energy, not, hey, let's go to the library energy. Well done. Okay, we're going to have a good day. My name is Sean Ferfaro. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences Convocation ceremony this afternoon. Now, before we tell you a bit about the ceremony proceedings themselves, I just want you to take a moment to identify the closest exit to you so that you are prepared in the unlikely event we have to evacuate for any reason. Very simple. All of our exits are marked with the green runner symbol. You see that up on the screen for you. For those of you up in the bleachers, it's pretty simple. Head back to the track level. Go to that door right there. Head for daylight is the concept you want. It'll work out. For those of you down on this half of the floor, if we need to evacuate, your exit is in the back corner. You would go out that back door, continue to the far corner of that hallway. There's a staircase that takes you outside right here as well. For those of you on this half of the floor, if we need to evacuate, there are 3 exits for you, 2 doors at the back, 1 door at the front. All of those take you to the front entrance where you came in this morning, all right? If we do need to evacuate, under no circumstances, go that way. There are no doors over there. All right, now back to convocation. The University of Guelph is honored by all of our graduates, and we take great pride, in our convocation ceremony. In order to allow full attention on convocation, we would ask that you please silence all your cell phones and electronic devices, anything that could potentially make noise during the ceremony. Our colleagues from Alumni Affairs are hosting a social media program that's developed especially for convocation. We'd ask you to please share your photos, memories, and perhaps some advice for our new graduates. You can join us on social media and use the hashtag #GuelphGrad. Convocation is obviously a time for celebration. It's an opportunity for us all to come together as a community to honor the success and achievements of our graduates. They've all worked so hard. You in this room know better than anyone how hard they've worked to get here today. And it's great that we get to share the experience with them today. And shared is the key word. We're all here together sharing a collective moment, a moment each of you will remember forever and each of our graduates will never forget. So let's all work together to create a positive atmosphere that both respects and celebrates this momentous occasion for all of our graduates. No pressure. Now, before the graduates enter to the hall for this momentous occasion, I want you to learn a little bit more about the ceremony itself. So here's a short video.
Convocation is a momentous occasion and steeped in rich history. The ceremonials used for conferring degrees have evolved over a millennium, and the gowns and hoods represent that history. The gowns for baccalaureate and magisteriate degrees are black, with the hood color differing to represent each degree program. The doctorates at the University of Guelph have bright blue gowns, while the honorary degree recipients have red. The University of Guelph crest represents our institution's specific history. The stallion above represents our connection to the Royal City of Guelph, the book to the liberal arts, the astrolabe to the sciences, and the cornucopia, our connection to abundance and agriculture. The motto for the crest, Rerum cognoscere causas, is a quote from Virgil. It is variously translated to be either happy is the one who is able to ascertain the reason of things, or perhaps to know the meaning of things. Now to the ceremony itself. The procession of people into the hall is also influenced by ancient tradition. The graduands will be the first to enter, heralding the start of the ceremony. The graduands will be followed by the arrival of the mace, which will lead the platform party. The mace is a symbol of authority of the university and will be carried by the beadle. In medieval universities, a beadle was chosen by the instructor to work as an assistant. Today, the beadle is the ceremonial officer of Senate. Following the beadle and mace is the Chancellor, the President, members of the administration and the honorees, fellows of the university, members of the board and senate, and members of faculty and staff. The ceremony will be organized by college. We will begin with doctorates and magisteriates, followed by the baccalaureate degrees. The name reader will present scholars by degree category. As the name of each student is called, the beadle will place the hood over the recipient's shoulders. This moment will be captured, and there will be a simultaneous live webcast of the event to allow family members and friends to watch from a distance. Each student will pause at center stage, and a photograph will be taken. We understand the joy and excitement accompanying such an auspicious occasion, but we ask that you hold your cumulative applause until after each group of graduates has crossed the stage. We assure you there will be an opportunity for truly thunderous applause before the ceremony ends. Once all the degrees are conferred and all the cheers are cheered, the Chancellor will close the ceremony and a recessional will play. We would ask that you please remain standing during the recessional until the platform party has processed out of the hall, and then remain at your seat for a brief closing announcement about the reception that follows and instructions on a phased dismissal. Welcome to Convocation at the University of Guelph.
Please stand as you're able for the graduating class.
Ani, we give thanks to the Creator. We acknowledge the world around us and understand our place within it. We acknowledge and offer our respect to the many nations that walked this land in the past, the many nations that walk it today, and welcome you to the treaty lands and territory of the Mississaugas of the Anishinaabe. Sacred trust, we are the keepers of this land. She shelters and sustains us. Long after the flesh fails the spirit, we will care for this land. Our drums will be heard upon the wind, our voices in the rustle of the leaf. Our people have a sacred trust for the land, a trust no man may break, a trust that death cannot sever. We were here when you first stepped foot upon this land, and here we will remain long after the last step has disturbed your soil.
As an institution committed to learning, research, and improving life, we are on a journey of transformative acts towards reconciliation. We acknowledge our role in strengthening relationships with First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples, and in upholding our responsibilities as both treaty partners and citizens. We know there's much work to do here and across Canada, and we're dedicated to taking these next steps together towards a brighter future. We'd ask that you please remain standing as you're able for the singing of our national anthem, which will be performed by Eric Harper.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our lands glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Friends, let us pause for a moment to be still and to breathe deep and to consider all the decisions, the forces, and events that have brought us to this unique day. Some of it has been hard, and some of it has been a delight. Some of it has sown seeds in us that will bloom in future seasons, and some of it has been hurtful and awaits healing and restoration. In this moment, we hold gently all that has formed us over our time here at the University of Guelph, the joys as well as the challenges, even as we are gentle with ourselves and compassionate with others around us. And we give thanks. Thanks for the relationships that have blessed us over the course of our studies. We are grateful for those who have supported us and held us up, faculty, staff, family, and friends, for the journey has been long and the traveling hard. And now, as we open ourselves to a new season of life, may the knowledge that we have attained here be coupled with wisdom and colored with compassion and marked with humility. May we embrace each new moment in ways that honor creation, that fosters community, and defends the dignity of all people. And may the mystery of life and each new opportunity inspire within us purpose and meaning as we seek to be agents of grace and peace and hope for this world. Amen. You may be seated.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mary Ann Chambers, and it is my pleasure to serve as Chancellor of the University of Guelph. I am a daughter of the Caribbean island of Jamaica. 49 years ago, my husband and I chose Canada to be our home, the place to raise our 2 young sons. I made a commitment then, as I do now, that we would be good for Canada and Canada would be good for us. I have begun my remarks that way at more than 50 convocation ceremonies over the past few years. And whenever I have felt that it was time to stop introducing myself that way, there have been members of the University of Guelph community who have shared their own stories with me and told me how my story has reminded them that we all belong here. And each time that has happened, we have embraced what we have in common, even as we share thoughts of how our countries or regions of birth and our own life experiences might be different. So before I continue my remarks, I just want to acknowledge that the University of Guelph is part of a much larger community. We think we are a key part of a much larger community. But in that regard, I would like to recognize and extend a special welcome to Chief Gordon Kobe from the Guelph Police Service. Thank you. Welcome. So today we are celebrating much of what we have in common, like our understanding of the importance of dreaming big and working hard to make those big dreams a reality, like the importance of believing in ourselves while supporting others during challenging times and cheering each other on with every little taste of success, like not taking our sense of community or the pride that we share as Canadians for granted, like recognizing that we are indeed stronger when we are able to rely on each other. So with me on this platform, and I see a rogue one in the audience here, PJ, are representatives of the university's senior leadership team, faculty and staff, and members of the university's Board of Governors and Senate, all of whom are here to proudly celebrate what our graduates have achieved. I am truly grateful for their dedication to the personal and professional development and success of our students. So here is just a small sample of why we can all be proud to be members of the University of Guelph community. I'll start with the Lang School. The Lang School of Business and Economics has earned an outstanding reputation for graduating high-caliber, career-ready students. Employers in our co-op programs describe our students as humble, collaborative, and team-focused, and say that they make our organizations stronger. Lang tied with 2 universities in Western Canada for a ranking of #1 in Canada for hospitality education. Their newest programs include an in-person direct entry MBA, an online Bachelor of Commerce in Sport Management, a Master of Real Estate, and 2 programs in collaboration with the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences, a Master of Engineering Management, and a Master of Cybersecurity Leadership and Cyberpreneurship, both of which reflect the engineering college's commitment to equipping students for the evolving needs of the engineering profession. At the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences, Alexa Bates, a fourth-year environmental engineering student, was named one of Canada's top 25 environmentalists under 25. Emma Sanderson, also a fourth-year environmental engineering student, is now president of the Canadian Federation of Engineering Students, representing more than 85,000 students from 50 engineering schools nationwide. I have been truly impressed by what I have observed when I have attended the annual College of Engineering and Physical Sciences Student Research Day. Our scholars are brilliant, and they're learning from the best. Our faculty members are recipients of the top global awards in fields such as sustainability, food, water, and groundwater science, including the prestigious Dismissal Research Award from the Humboldt Foundation, one of only 20 or so such awards presented to outstanding academics outside of Germany each year. Dr. Beth Parker has been elected to the U.S. National Academy of Engineering and leads our new Morwick Groundwater Research Center and its team of 45 scientists and engineers, faculty, staff, and students who collaborate with external partners on critical groundwater research. And some of you might be wondering, what's the big deal? Well, others might already know that 50% of the world's population, and 8.9 million Canadians, rely on groundwater for their drinking water. The city of Guelph relies almost entirely on groundwater. During an intermission at a Shaw Festival theatre production, I overheard a young woman seated behind me proudly reveal to the people next to her that she had studied at the University of Guelph with one of the leading cast members. The young woman behind me said, "Everyone knows about Agricultural College and the Veterinary College, but few people know about the fantastic theatre studies program at the University of Guelph." So I wasn't at all surprised when my husband and I joined the crowd that filled War Memorial Hall last winter and thoroughly enjoyed the production of Little Shop of Horrors, a musical staged by the College of Arts. The philosophy department of the College of Arts also organized this year's Regional Ethics Bowl, where 11 teams from local high schools competed. The Ethics Bowl emphasizes impartial truth-seeking and promotes collaboration and empathy in the resolution of ethical dilemmas. We certainly know how important that is, especially in today's world. The College of Arts has just completed the first year of its new Bachelor of Creative Arts, Health and Wellness program. So OAC, our agricultural college, which is ranked second in Canada for agriculture and forestry, has celebrated its 150th anniversary and welcomed Dr. David McCarthy, the university's first Canada Excellence Research Chair, to its School of Environmental Sciences. The focus for Dr. McCarthy and his research team in the Environmental and Public Health Microbiology Lab is waterborne pathogens, surveillance, prediction, and mitigation. This fall, OVC, our veterinary college, will welcome the first Northern cohort students through its collaborative Doctor of Veterinary Medicine program with Lakehead University. That program has been established in partnership with the Government of Ontario to address the significant need for veterinary care in rural, remote, and northern communities. OVC has maintained its ranking of first in Canada for veterinary science and ranks 6th in the world. CSAS, you guys, our College of Social and Applied Human Science is providing subsidized mental health services to residents of Guelph and beyond, while also offering clinical training for students at our Maple Woods Center for Family Therapy and Child Psychology. CSAS has launched 3 new master's level programs in mental health, psychotherapy, and relational and family therapy. CSAS faculty members' success rate for the 2024 Social Sciences and Humanities Research Council Insight Grant Competition, our success rate was around 70%, far exceeding the national average of 40%. CSAS graduate students are consistently successful in securing national and international scholarships, including the highly prestigious Vanier Graduate Scholarship. In the 2024-2025 academic year, the college was able to support students with $1.5 million in awards and scholarships. A large number of CSAS students are participating in various study abroad programs, gaining the kind of experience that will be of great value to them in their careers. Our College of Biological Science, CBS, is home to the world's largest DNA library. CBS's Center for Biodiversity Genomics collected its 15 millionth specimen this year. CBS hosted a very successful symposium for the highly prestigious Gairdner Foundation last June. The symposium explored the role of the microbiome in medicine and nutrition, as well as the impacts of culture and industrialization on our gut microbiomes. The Gairdner Foundation's global reach includes 102 Nobel Prize winners among recipients of its awards. CBS, and indeed the entire University of Guelph, also proudly celebrate Jaden Parker, a student from Bermuda, who will study biodiversity, conservation, and nature recovery at the University of Oxford as a Rhodes Scholar. When he was 13, Jaden's mother, who as a single parent raised him and his sister, surprised Jaden by enrolling him in a summer volunteer program at the Bermuda Aquarium, Museum, and Zoo. The rest, as they say, is history. The university environment helps us to learn how to learn, exposing us to life's challenges and life's opportunities. We must never lose our appetite for exploring and learning, whether in formal settings or in our day-to-day interactions with others. Maintaining a growth mindset will help us to dream what could be considered impossible dreams, and to appreciate the journey as being as important as the destination. There are many challenges that will continue to need our thoughtful attention, like climate change and food insecurity, global health, and geopolitical instability. Addressing challenges such as these is critical to the survival and sustainability of our planet. Artificial intelligence is also for real, and it calls upon us to value the accuracy of information and how we use data, as well as the importance of ethical approaches to decision making. Graduates, I mention all of this to remind you that you are building upon a foundation established by high achievers from every college of this university. I hope you have a sense of what is possible. I want you to aspire to greatness. Most of all, I want you to make your lives matter, because our world truly needs you to do so. The world should be a better place because you have lived. So as you embrace the joy and satisfaction of these moments and look with optimism and courage towards the next chapters in your lives, I wish you continued success. And I ask that you remember how you have gotten this far. I am thinking about those who have cared so much about you and have often made significant sacrifices to enable you to dream big. If you are able to do so, now would be a good time to stand, look around you and behind you, and applaud all who have helped you to get to this point. I always love to see the relief on the parents' faces. I also know from conversations I've had with students that some have had to work hard under difficult personal circumstances to achieve their dreams. I admire and applaud the strength, resilience, and determination that you have all demonstrated. Not very long ago, you came to this university as students. Today, you are becoming alumni, forever cherished members of the University of Guelph community. I am extremely grateful to members of our university community who provide advice, mentorship, opportunities for co-op placements and experiential learning, or financial support in the form of scholarships, bursaries, and other awards for our students. So, whether you view life through a social justice lens, the curiosity of a scientist, the precision of an engineer, the creative spirit of an artist, or the mindset of a pragmatist, remember why you chose to pursue a university education. I would like to believe you did so not only to improve yourselves and your prospects for the future, but also to improve life for others. Remain close to the University of Guelph, and if at all possible, please do whatever you can to help ensure the success of students who will follow you. This will always be your alma mater. You can be very proud of that. Your university is certainly very proud of you. I wish you every success, always.
Kwe, Minokishigad. Good day, everyone. My name is Kara Wakeup, and I am the AVP Indigenous Initiatives at the University of Guelph. And I'm really honored to be here today as a Guelph alum to celebrate this day with you and to acknowledge our honorary doctorate. Madam Chancellor, On the recommendation of the Senate at the University of Guelph, it is a great honor to present to you the candidate, Dr. Michael de Gagne, for the degree of Doctorate of Laws honoris causa. For more than 30 years, Dr. Michael de Gagne has been a leading voice in Indigenous health, education, and reconciliation. His work has shaped national conversations and transformed countless institutions to improve the lives of First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. Dr. de Gagne currently serves as President and CEO of Inspire, Canada's largest Indigenous-led charity supporting Indigenous education. Under his leadership, Inspire has provided more than $30 million in scholarships to over 83,000 Indigenous students in a single academic year. Sorry, that's 8,300 students. Dr. de Gagne currently serves as Dr. de Gagne was also one of the first Indigenous presidents of a Canadian public university, serving as president and vice chancellor of Nipissing University. He later became the founding president of Yukon University, where he helped to guide its historic transition into a fully recognized university. His commitment to healing from the legacy of residential schools began early in his career as the founding executive director of the Aboriginal Healing Foundation. There, he led national efforts to address intergenerational trauma and advance community-based healing, laying the early groundwork for Canada's larger reconciliation movement. As an academic and author, he holds a PhD in Educational Administration from Michigan State University. He has contributed significantly to scholarship on Indigenous education and truth-telling, including the co-edited Speaking My Truth series, which offers information on the history and experiences of the residential school system. His voice has shaped not only Canadian institutions, but a global understanding of Indigenous issues. Dr. de Gagne's leadership reflects a lifelong commitment to equity, justice, and community empowerment. I now ask you, Madam Chancellor, to confer upon Dr. Michael de Gagne the degree of Doctorate of Laws honoris causa.
There's a citation coming. Thank you, Lisa. This is yours. By the authority of the Senate of the University of Guelph, it is my real pleasure to admit you to the degree of Doctor of Laws. Congratulations.
Hello, everyone. I am Linda Hunter in the Department of Sociology and Anthropology here at the University of Guelph. And it is so lovely to see all of you here today and my former students as well. It's my great honor to be here. And today, Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you Mavis Morton, the recipient of the John Bell Award. The John Bell Award recognizes outstanding contributions to education at the University of Guelph in honor of Professor John Bell, who served the university with distinction from 1972 to 1987. Dr. Mavis Morton. For more than 15 years, Dr. Morton has innovated course curriculum change, course curriculum design, and pedagogy in the Department of Sociology and Anthropology, advancing the scholarship of teaching and learning while providing high-quality teaching and mentorship. Dr. Morton fosters deep and active engagement, critical thinking, and collaboration through community-engaged teaching and learning which offers real-world benefits for students and community partners. Dr. Morton created and implemented the community-focused learning model, which scales community-engaged learning into large classes. And this approach has transformed the U of G's community-engaged scholarship institute's ability to support and integrate teaching and learning across the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences and the wider campus. As an inaugural member of the Hub for Teaching and Learning Excellence, the Teaching Fellows Advisory Council, and the Teaching and Learning Network at the university level, Dr. Morton has made exceptional contributions using the scholarship of teaching and learning to guide individual, program, and institutional level education plans. Since 2011, she has published numerous papers on the scholarship of teaching and learning and is dedicated to knowledge mobilization and exchange. Dr. Morton spends significant time and energy in disseminating her findings so that they can have an impact in the classroom and in the larger community. Beyond the classroom, Dr. Morton offers meaningful feedback to students and faculty. Her mentorship has left an indelible mark on her students, one whom shared that Dr. Morton coached me into self-realized potential. For her innovative contributions to the University of Guelph and to our students, I ask you, Madam Chancellor, to confer upon Dr. Mavis Morton the John Bell Award.
Good afternoon. My name is Jess Haynes, and I'm the Associate Dean Research and Graduate Studies at the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences. I have the great honor of presenting the D.F. Forrester Medal, which is one of the most prestigious graduate convocation awards at the university. This medal is awarded annually to a convocating master's student who excels both academically and in extracurricular activities. Named for the late Donald Foster, a former president of the university, the award recognizes academic achievement, motivation, leadership, and citizenship. Madam Chancellor, it is my pleasure to present this year's recipient of the D.F. Forrester Magistrate Medal to Linda Sosa Hernandez, who is not able to join us today. As the top master's graduate from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences, Linda completed the graduate training program in the field of child and adolescent clinical psychology. Linda's research focuses on advancing our understanding of children's socio-emotional development and mental health, with a particular emphasis on how close relationships, such as those with peers, parents, and siblings, can support or hinder children's ability to regulate emotions, cope with stress, and make meaningful relationships. Outside of her academic achievements, Linda has devoted herself to improving campus life. Beyond her role as a graduate teaching assistant, she positioned herself as a well-known mentor, helping to guide thesis projects and independent studies for her students. She also volunteered with several university organizations, including the Girls STEM chapter at the University of Guelph. Linda has dedicated herself to supporting children and families through many roles, including volunteering as a crisis responder with Victim Services Wellington. Through her involvement with the Grove Youth Wellness Hub, She engages directly with youth to co-develop emotion regulation programming informed by both research and lived experience. She has contributed to the broader academic community as a reviewer for 7 leading journals and as an organizer of national conference symposia. With 13 peer-reviewed publications during her studies, Linda's publication record far exceeds any other student in the history of the Department of Psychology. She has received 18 awards and scholarships throughout her education, including the Vanier Scholarship for her doctoral studies. Linda's strong academic record and her commitment to the university and broader community demonstrates a commitment to improving life and exemplifies what the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences aspires to instill in all students, proving she is deserving of this year's D.F. Forrester Magistrates Medal. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to invite Dr. Michael Degagne to deliver the convocation address.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, Board of Governors, faculty, staff, senior leadership, graduands, and parents, supporters. I want to thank you very much for having bestowed this honor upon me. And as a result, for the next few minutes, I get to heap all sorts of advice on the rest of your life upon you. So here goes. You've reached the end of a journey, and you're going to begin another one that will be equally as rich and meaningful for you as the one that you've just completed. So I want to give you 3 pieces of advice. And many of them resonate with what you heard from your Chancellor and others today. But here's the first one. The joy that you experience as you journey forward with your career, the rest of your life, will be most acutely felt as you hold others up, as you support and encourage your family and your community, as you hold others up. I am the president of an organization called Inspire, but by some coincidence, 35 years ago when I was starting my career, I entered a job at the Federal Public Service. And on the first day, I was given a file to work on. It was called the National Native Role Model Program. And it was a very simple idea. We, as a group, both inside and outside the public service, wanted to demonstrate to Indigenous people that there were role models in our community that were achieving great things, and we wanted to hold them up. And we also wanted to demonstrate to the rest of Canada that there was excellence in our community. It was critically important to us. So we decided to choose 12 people, First Nations, Métis, Inuit, from across Canada, choose them for their excellence. And there was a hockey player and a concert conductor and a pilot and a nurse and a dancer. And we put their images on a giant poster, all 12 of them. And we put an inspirational quote from each one of them on that poster. And we rolled them up and we mailed them to every First Nations high school, every band office, every municipal office we could think of. Thousands of posters went out. And we didn't realize at the time that by holding up excellence in our community, that sentiment would persist for 3 decades. That National Native Role Model Program turned into the National Aboriginal Achievement Award, which turned into Inspire, where I currently work today. And we have to date given out 400 of those awards and have now begun for the last several years, a national broadcast later this month, in June, to showcase those wonderful achievers and to show what our community can achieve. Along the way, about 20 years ago, we said, well, it's not enough just to identify excellence. We also have to start a program that allows us to support in a meaningful way, in a resource way, the people who are graduating, and the people who are aspiring to become the people they see on the poster. So we started a scholarship program, and we went to governments, and we went to individuals and companies, banks, corporations, and we said, will you give us some money? And we started out quite modestly. We had a few hundred people, and we gave away a few $100,000 that we'd received. And as you heard before, this year, after 32 years of having held up excellence in our community, and after 20 years of giving out scholarships, that germ of an idea, that poster turned into $32 million a year in support for 9,000 students. It's phenomenal. So where does this money come from? It comes from individuals. It comes from you. $100 at a time, $10 at a time, corporations, thousands of dollars at a time, and governments, millions of dollars at a time. But it comes to us, and we're able to pass it on. And it would never have been a program had we not decided to hold up the members of our community. That's my first piece of advice. The second is I think I need you to volunteer. Many of you probably volunteer already. But as you move forward in your career, it's going to be critically important that you give back to your community, because you can't imagine how much volunteerism drives the Canadian economy and improves our society. I have this wonderful opportunity to volunteer once or twice a month. I preside over citizenship ceremonies, and I get to go to an office and lead 125 people at a time from 40 different countries who have a long journey behind them to get to that day to become Canadian citizens, and I get to lead them through the oath. It's tremendously rewarding for them, obviously, but far more rewarding for me. And by volunteering in your community, whether it's boards, sports associations, small nonprofits, this is critical for you to really achieve joy as you move forward in your life and career. The last piece of advice I'll give you is I need you to see this country. I need you to see this country. Several years ago, at 60 years old, I received an opportunity to work in the Yukon. It was during COVID. And I thought to myself, okay, well, how do I get there for this job? Well, you just put your suitcase in the back of the car and then you drive to Whitehorse. And I saw 6,000 miles of territory going one way and 6,000 miles of territory going the other way. It was absolutely breathtaking. You will never imagine it until you see it, a storm developing in the skies over the prairies, or the opportunity to go through the deepest valleys and the highest hills as you drive along the Alaska Highway. I urge you, before your mom and dad sell that old car, convince them that you want to put 10,000 more kilometers on it and drive somewhere where you can appreciate what Canada's all about. Because it's not just about seeing it, it's about appreciating that this great, vast, beautiful country that we have has something to offer you. And you never know. You may not be here for the better part of your career. You may be elsewhere based on something that you discovered in your travels. So lift people up, volunteer, see this country. You'll have a wonderful, wonderful journey here on out. I raise my hands to you. I hold you up for your excellence today, and I thank you for this honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. DeGagne, for those inspiring words. There was a fourth lesson in that. You'll notice he had no notes. So Have confidence in yourself and be prepared. What a great example. My name is Ben Bradshaw, and I have the honor to serve as the Assistant Vice President for Graduate Studies at the University of Guelph. Graduates, now is the moment you've all been waiting for. Can I please ask the graduating class to rise? Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University of Guelph that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University of Guelph, I hereby admit you to your various and several degrees with all the rights, privileges, and obligations appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Will members of the graduating class please be seated?
What started as the Macdonald Institute in 1903, one of Canada's first women's institutes, has now grown into the largest and most diverse college at the university. We have over 6,000 students studying in various interdisciplinary programs that are highly ranked both nationally and internationally. Although a lot has changed over the last 120 years, one thing has remained the same: our commitment to addressing critical and complex issues facing individuals, families, communities, and our world, through integrated scholarship that is based on rigorous research, student-centered learning, and engagement with people and communities. As an interdisciplinary college renowned for applied research, and as the university's Center of Excellence for Community-Engaged Scholarship, we provide our graduates with more than just knowledge. We provide them with an opportunity to combine their passion with applied learning opportunities where they can develop the hands-on skills needed to address wicked problems related to justice, inequality, social change, health, and the environment. These applied learning opportunities also help students build resilience and a growth mindset by overcoming adversity. They stimulate students' creativity, nurture their passion, and help them build lifelong relationships. This is all focused on ensuring that each of our students achieve their full potential and flourish both inside and outside the university. To our new graduates, I am delighted and proud of your achievement after many years of hard work. Today, I join your family to celebrate this important milestone in your life and the fact that you are an engaged and well-informed graduate, primed to be involved in and shape the communities and the world around you. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor now to present you these scholars from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences so they may be admitted to their various and several degrees.
Graduating from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences with the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Meredith Ann Thompson-Bessie. You need the hood. Yeah, there we go. Karima Dorney. Victoria Ann Fritz. Amy Kipp. Thomas Lapointe. Michael Allen Merchant. Please join me in congratulating all of our doctoral graduates. On to our magisteriate degrees, graduating from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences with the degree Master of Arts, Rachel Appia. Eleni Bobatsis. Asa Coleman. Alexandra Brooke Crowley. Ashby Ray Dirksen. Allison Isabel Duguid. Margaret Elizabeth Emke. Ashley Etier. Jessica Jane Hart. Anna Henry. Cassandra Hines. Naya Aline Maria Larishin. Sydney Victoria Marie LeBlanc. Tong Lee. Christopher Macheline. Leah Snoosens. Alicia Tax. Daniela Urbizo. Graduating with the degree Master of Conservation Leadership, Kelsey Bowles. Joanna Jack. Graduating with the degree Master of Science, Christopher Giovino. Anna Kazachkova. Please join me in congratulating all of our magisteriate graduates from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences. Graduating from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences with the degree Bachelor of Applied Science, Mona Abu Zaid. Sahar Ayman Alwan. Maya Teresa Grace Anderson with distinction. Fiona Arancibia with distinction. Alexandra Archer with distinction. Renee Catherine Armstrong with distinction. Cassandra Azopardi with distinction. Emma Mackenzie Banks. Amy Ann Barlow with distinction. Jill Bastiansen with distinction. Laura Ann Bateman. Andre Boudreau with distinction. Lily Margaret Briand with distinction. Alicia Brielle with distinction.
Nolan Kawaguchi Brown. Sarah Elizabeth Burns with distinction. Emily Leiden Birtwhistle with distinction. Jada Geneva Cacciati with distinction. Sierra Wendy Jean Campbell with distinction. Krista Lillian Kerrigan with distinction. Ashley Rebecca Karen. Kathleen Chu Lee Carruthers with distinction. Riley Casson with distinction. Juliana Christidis. Sarah Kobe with distinction. Julia Colavecchia with distinction. Tonisha Celia Coles. Sarah Stella Cooper with distinction. Maya Kroji with distinction. Brianna Dezou with distinction. Alexis DeLello with distinction. Isabel DeMambro. Michaela Durer with distinction. Sophia Erskine with distinction. Abigail Louise Evans with distinction. Delara Feck with distinction. Amy Feigelzone with distinction. Judy Dauveng Frichitavong with distinction. Jada Garcia with distinction. Frida Sofia Garcia Sanchez. Lillian George with distinction. Catherine Gillespie with distinction. Emily Gooding with distinction. Ashley Felicity Goodliff with distinction. Sophie Greenspoon with distinction. Dustin Hales with distinction. Samantha Hart with distinction. Ava Heinrich with distinction. Liv Helmer with distinction. Hannah Abigail Hesselink with distinction. Sydney Hoffer. Brooklyn Grace Hawley. Rose Hollub with distinction. Skylar Barb Rajan Hoare with distinction. Avery Victoria Houle with distinction. Natalie Hunter. Maggie Lynn Hush with distinction.
Lisa Huynh. Mia Riley Imarino with distinction. Delaney Summer Jacqueline with distinction. McKenna Joyce with distinction. Anna Maria Capralos. Kevin Kasabzarov. Emily Castil D'Angelo with distinction. Maya Konsari. Erica Kinney with distinction. Laura Cousset with distinction. Chantal Angélie Lapierre with distinction. Ha Shirley Lay with distinction. Kiara Leadbeater with distinction. Jonathan Lamazurier with distinction. Hillary Y. Hay Lowe with distinction. Emma Annalise Loff with distinction. Rihanna Lori Lucisano with distinction. Jody Adele Luckman with distinction. Mariam Bridget Melagasamy with distinction. Daniela Mankizi. Nicole Marion McMahon with distinction. Chloe Elizabeth Marshall. Elizabeth Rachel Matai with distinction. Kylie McAlpine. Maya Noel McIntyre with distinction. Hannah Metcalf with distinction. Heidi Michaud with distinction. Nicole Miller with distinction. Rachel Mills with distinction. Paulina Morelli with distinction. Zoe Neely. Chloe Ann Neufeld. Brianna Nickel with distinction. Megan Norcross with distinction. Mackenzie O'Neill with distinction. Valerie Payetta. Kennedy Pecor with distinction. Andrea Pegnand with distinction. Michelle Peterson with distinction. Faith M. Phibbs with distinction. Catherine Adriana Phillips with distinction. Sophie Pietropaulo. Gabriella Pollock with distinction. Elizabeth Monica Poole with distinction. Nicole Paulina Pozlushny.
Bianca Mia Perscalo with distinction. Raquel Raphael with distinction. Anna Reda. Kate Ann Ripley with distinction. Grace Lily Risebrow with distinction. Charlie Alana Rogers with distinction. Megan Rohde with distinction. Holly Kimberly Roos with distinction. Ananya Sachdeva. Grace Christina Segato with distinction. Emily Mason with distinction. Aaron Sheehan with distinction. Aaron Claire Shake with distinction. Sukraj Singh with distinction. Stephen Alexander Sirignano with distinction. Ilana Jenely Smith with distinction. Ho Yan Regina So. Vanchika Soni. Kaya Isabella Sprague. Jessica Strike with distinction. Madison Elizabeth Amy Stubbs with distinction. Anisha Ramiz Syed. Taylin Bryn Thomason with distinction. Susan Elizabeth Thompson with distinction. Caitlin Titus. Kara Tremblay with distinction. Andrea Oifalushi. Abby Marie Vanderyacht with distinction. Curtis Raymond Van Giem. Emily Elizabeth Vasera. Brittany Walker with distinction. Liberty Francis Walker. Chloe Elizabeth Weldon with distinction. Alexis Kayla Wheeler. Paige Joanne Wilson with distinction. Abby Marie Wilson with distinction. Tessa Lee Dow Wilson with distinction. Ziyan Chu with distinction. Jessica Eiseldike with distinction. Kate Zibikowski. Thomas William Zufelt. Graduating from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences with the degree Bachelor of Arts Honors Program, Ayad Al-Jader. Avery Ryan Allen. Tegan Allen with distinction. Lima Alnabhan. Ella Christina Arnold with distinction. Lauren Baker with distinction. Raquel Bean with distinction. Courtney Ann Burseth with distinction. Cameron Booth with distinction. Emily Ann Bork. Abby Boland with distinction. Omonelli Daniela Brema with distinction. Rubalpreet Kaur Brar. Emma Brown. Abigail Burke with distinction. Larissa Calitri. Spencer Cho with distinction. Valentina Marie Caridi with distinction. Michelle Cherney with distinction. Jamie Clark with distinction. Allison Emma Clark with distinction. Hayden Adriel Jackson Clements with distinction. Christina Ceres Corsano with distinction. Lauren Avery Cramarosa. Dylan Lillian Cullen with distinction.
If I haven't taken the card, don't tap. Okay.
Zane Dodgy with distinction. Isabella DeFranco with distinction. Daniel Durlis. Oriana Corina Dincheco Cordero with distinction. Olivia Catherine Dinas. Leona Dusper with distinction. Lyanne L. Hamarna with distinction. Kayla Fernandez. Ella Flashner with distinction. Casey Fleming with distinction. Alexandra Flores with distinction. Moira Lynn Forster with distinction. Cameron Thomas Foster. Danielle Sharon Lynn Fracassi. Charlotte Audrey Funston with distinction. Mia Silvana Gabriele Toffoli. Alexander Christian Gagu. Haley Madison Gdansky with distinction. Gemma Gerber. Summer Giacomini with distinction. Ella Marie Gillingham with distinction. Greg James Paul Griffin with distinction. Muskan Gupta with distinction. Lily Haddon. Nicole Diana Hagan. Nadalyn Arta Haji. Madison Hamer with distinction. Christina Marie Harvey with distinction. Macy Miranda Haskins. Anna Judith Hatcher with distinction. Julia Henderson with distinction. Morgan Audrey Hill. Erica Lee Holtz. Colleen Hislop. Thomas Denholm Genoway with distinction. Emerson Jull with distinction. Sydney Kaufman with distinction. Kristen Nicole Keller. Allie Kelly. Sophie Marie Kelly with distinction. Morgan Faith Kirsch. Emily May Knight with distinction. Shelley Kravitz with distinction. Lily Kilbore with distinction. Ariane Elizabeth Lalonde with distinction. Zoe Hannah Lester with distinction. Julia Grace Lipsky. Ashley Christina Lloyd with distinction. Jessica Ashley Lombardo with distinction. Jordan MacDonald with distinction. Kennedy McKay with distinction. Nicholas Maharaj with distinction. Maggie Malcolmson with distinction. Grace Manning with distinction. Nadia Serena Marks with distinction. Angel Carlo Enciso with distinction. Michaela Matier with distinction. Ellen MacArthur Whitey with distinction. Erin Celeste McKeel with distinction. Hey, I got to number 250 before I needed that. Paige Elizabeth McLean with distinction. Maya Mendonça with distinction. Julie Catherine Mercer with distinction. Emma Lee Metzger. Isabella Wynne Murdoch. Haley Muroff with distinction. Katrina Murray with distinction.
Landon Nichols. Alicia Omiotek with distinction. Karis O'Neill. Kyra Dene Ornero with distinction. Emilia Parente. Fiona Nicole Patel with distinction. Risha Patel. Jordan Anne Marie Pearson. Isabel Rose Pepin. Parinda Paralagan with distinction. Lacindy Tishana Pereira with distinction. Lauren Krista Popoulos with distinction. Sasha Prince with distinction. Maggie Cannell with distinction. Abigail Laura Quinlan with distinction. Rohail Raza with distinction. Jamie Aliana Reed with distinction. Carson Rhodes. Caitlin Patricia Robidoux with distinction. Grace Ann Robinson. Isabel Rocha with distinction. Rebecca Rodmel with distinction. Deanna Melissa Roman with distinction. Nicole Romeo. Maya Rosilla. Alexis Ruby. Amanat Sandhu. Noah Severia. Sophia Livia Scamura with distinction. Cora Seabrook with distinction. Zoe Jasmine Sharp with distinction. Kira Lynn Simpson. Allison Courtney Snell. Aliyah Tatiana Renee South. Jamie Erin Heather Stibbs with distinction. Lauren Stimfig. Claire Taylor with distinction. Olivia Taylor. Rachel Tessero. Shania Marie Lopes Thompson with distinction. Naomi Jaira Tiongson Colonia with distinction. Sarah Christine Tuckwell with distinction. Laura Grace Tyus. Natalia Isabel Verdugo with distinction. Matthew A. Watson. Kaylee Wilson. Madeline Ann Wilson. Hannah Witchie. Regan Zettel with distinction. Zoe Lauren Zilstra with distinction. Graduating with the degree Bachelor of Arts, General Program. Sarina Nabila Abdullah. Isabella Anna Armada. Ariana Helena Burrell. Ashley Drazen with distinction. Jesse Gerber. Megan Goddard. Olivia Knight. Stephanie Lopez Portilla. Owen Martins. Sydney McCarson. Yasmin Milardovic. Tyra Emily Rosnick with distinction. Ryan Schechter. Jana Stewart with distinction. Savannah Strail. Alexander Tommy. Graduating with the degree Bachelor of Science Honors Program. Maya DeCourt with distinction. Andrew Hong with distinction. Grace Quiala with distinction. Marley Elizabeth McKenzie with distinction. Charles Kenneth McKnight. Graduating with the degree Bachelor of Science in Environmental Sciences. Clarissa Annette Duthie with distinction. Madeline Bell Killen with distinction. Jacob Mellon with distinction. Alexia Skasevich. At the beginning of the ceremony, we showed you a video, and in that video, the voice, which was me, told you there would be a moment in the ceremony for truly thunderous applause. And this is that moment.
Madam Chancellor, I would ask you to confer the various and several degrees on the graduands listed in the program, but unable to be present at this ceremony.
So by virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University of Guelph, I confer the various and several degrees in absentia on the graduates not present.
Yes, one more speaker. The last one. We're almost there. My name is René Van Acker, and it's my pleasure and privilege to be the interim president and vice chancellor here at the University of Guelph, and an honor to celebrate our graduates in the class of 2025. As we near the close of today's celebration, we want to take a moment to acknowledge the incredible journey you've been on and to say thank you. Your time here has been marked by growth, challenge, discovery, and more than a few unforgettable moments, we're sure. You showed up for each other, maybe offering notes from a missed class or quietly sharing study space, bonded together by caffeine and deadlines. You became regulars on the bus, some of you, early mornings, half asleep, late nights, half frozen. Some may have pulled all-nighters, maybe late nights in the McLaughlin Library, maybe shocked awake by that alarm buzzer that marks the end of the evening in the library. You made friends who probably now feel like family to you. You danced during O Week, painted the canon, maybe became a trivia night regular, even if your team never quite figured out the lyrics to any song from before 2005. You worked hard and you played hard, and while I could keep listing moments that made up your time here, we'd rather show you.
Your time here wasn't just about the work, but we know there was lots of that. Lectures, labs, papers, and study groups. And it wasn't all about the fun. But we know there was lots of that. It could have been more about the people. The roommates, the friends, the professors, and classmates. But what we know for sure is, your time here was about you. Do you remember who you were that first day? You were definitely younger, maybe a little nervous and excited. You were trying to figure out where your next class was, what the next week would look like. And slowly, you conquered course after course, completed each semester, each year. It wasn't easy. For many of you, it wasn't even linear. But you're here. So how did you change? Along the way, you made friends.
We're going to the Frosty Mug.
You might have even fallen in love. You learned how to take care of yourself, whether it was making a meal or managing your bills. You certainly learned how to manage your time. Some of you came here with an idea of who you wanted to be, while others, it was a process of self-discovery. Today, at the end of it all, we know you chose to spend your time here at the University of Guelph, and we chose you. You became part of our campus and community through learning and connecting, by cheering and working, and today, by graduating. How you choose to spend your time now is full of possibilities. You came to the University of Guelph to get future ready, and as a graduate, as alumni, this place will always be here to remind you of who you were and who you are today.
So what you saw captures the heart of your time here at Guelph, not just the big milestones, but the ordinary days that became extraordinary because of the people that you spent them with. And here's what we hope you carry with you. You chose the University of Guelph, and we chose you. You didn't just learn here, you lived here, you built community, challenged norms, and you brought this campus to life. And no matter where your path leads from here, the University of Guelph is part of your story now, and you will always be a part of our story. As you embark on your new journey, remember that you have the power to shape the future and to contribute to a better, more just, and sustainable world. The world does need your talent, your energy, and your compassion. We are incredibly proud of all of you, and we eagerly await the remarkable achievements you will accomplish in the years to come. We are very excited for your future. And know that the University of Guelph will always be your home. Congratulations to you, our graduates, class of 2025.
Okay, we're almost there, I promise. Just a quick announcement on how the final stage of convocation is going to go. In a moment, I'm going to invite our bagpiper, Barry, front and center. He's going to start playing his bagpipes, and he'll escort the platform party out of the convocation hall. When you hear those bagpipes, I'm going to ask everybody to stand for the platform party. Now, traditionally, our new graduates would leave right after the platform party to the bagpipe music, but that's not going to happen today. You're all going to leave to different music, and I'll explain what that is right after the platform party leaves. We call that a tease. Don't worry, you're going to find out in a moment. After that, after the grads leave, friends and family, your instinct is going to be to get up and rush out of here as quickly as possible. Please don't do that because A, we need the grads to have an unobstructed route over to the convocation reception, and B, I can virtually guarantee you're going to end up behind a locked door somewhere unless you let me tell you which way to get over to the convocation reception, okay? So stick around with me. It'll only take about 2 minutes, and I'll get you where you need to go. So with that, we'll invite Barry front and center. When you hear the bagpipes, I'll ask everyone to stand. But we do have a wonderful tradition here at the University of Guelph that the final word on convocation shall always come from our Chancellor.
This convocation ceremony is concluded.
Convocation has concluded. Please stand as you're able for the platform party. See ya.